Well, hello and welcome back to some more Fallout 4 Infected. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done anything with Fallout 4 in the series, but the time has come when I have some time to stream. So, considering we've been doing a little bit of Skyrim recently, I want to mix it up a little bit, jump back into Fallout 4 and continue on with where we left off. So, first port of call is to probably load the game up. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we will jump back in where we left off. Which I'm gonna have to think about what we were doing. I want to say we were gonna be going down to this super duper Mart. Afternoon, Anonymous. Thanks for tuning in. As per usual, if there are any issues with the audio levels, do let me know, and we will go ahead and get that fixed up as and when. Game, please. There we go. Don't know why that took so long to come on, but there we go. Right, so like I said, it's been, what, like 3 weeks? Maybe 4? You plan to militarize your peeps. I can't even remember how many people I've got, but yeah, probably. That's the main thing about not playing for a couple of weeks, is I can't remember what I was doing. Now, looking at the thumbnail there, I vaguely remember building some little makeshift cabin at the Starlight Drive-In, I think, as a base of operations to jump down to Lexington and the Super Duper Mart sort of area. So I think that's probably what we're going to do, mainly because I think that's what we were doing. If you are watching this episode straight after the previous one, for whatever reason, I may sound absolutely mental, senile, but like I said, it's been a few weeks since I've played, so I have to refamiliarize myself. One thing we will remember to do is turn the character line off, as per usual. Whoa, what the heck? We're getting attacked. Okay, that was a startling... What the hell's a radroach there? It's not a radroach that normally spawns inside the building. Well, what a massive FU from the game to start with. What a way for the game to reintroduce me to this series. We may eat that later on. Now, what's going on with the audio here? So let's turn the music up a little bit. Do let me know if the music's too loud. I'm drowning my voice out, but I want to get that atmosphere going. What long range weapon do you have? I think what we should probably do is have a quick look through the inventory and the quest log to see what's going on. So, fatigue and parasites. We currently have mildly dehydrated addictions. Fantastic. Pistol. Oh, we got the binoculars. I recall that being a bit of an issue. Revolver, pistol, action rifle, machine pistol. Okay, so we've got a varied amount of weapons here. Man, I cannot remember half of this stuff. We are actually carrying a fair bit of junk, so if we can store that and then head out and do something, that would probably be the best course of action. Okay, so we've got some workbenches. I can't remember adding these. When you mod the game so much that you can't remember half the stuff that you've added in. Alright, so just pop that there for now as a primary way to drop stuff off at the moment. So we've got that little bit extra carry weight. We don't have too much ammo. It's not too bad. Let's scope things out and see how we go. Right, what time are we sitting at before I make it? Right, 7 AM. So I slept before we finished the last episode. In preparation, I would assume. Gotta be careful not to set off our own traps. Actually build all the way out here. Okay, so we've got some fairly decent armor as well, so that's not too bad. Afternoon, the chairman. Long time no see indeed. One of those rare occasions recently where I actually have time to stream. I should maybe have some time tomorrow to stream as well. Yeah, it's very hit and miss due to my work schedule at the minute with regards to streaming. Are legendary weapons still where they would be in vanilla? If so, Big Jim might not be a bad idea. I'm not entirely sure. I want to say no, but don't quote me on that. I'll have to keep an eye out for those. Big Jim, the wrench that's in the pond, if memory serves me correctly. Afternoon, Ryuki. Thanks for tuning in. An explosion in the distance alerts me to some zombies. Now, I can't remember if I scoped this area out or not. I want to say yes. I want to say we checked the raiders out. My memory is not good in my my old age. Alright, well, it's still got it. Now, while we're here, I vaguely remember saying that I was going to alter some stats, so do bear with me momentarily while I do this. But I wanted to change some of the settings for the zombies as I was finding things were getting a little bit too easy, so I think what I was going to potentially do is change the speed so they're slightly faster or they're slightly more perceptive and have slightly less zombies. Zombies follow each other in groups and wander around instead of standing still. Let's increase that to the max. Finish move disabled, perception bonus. Let's crank it up a little bit and see how to do. You're not looting. You're unable to loot the zombies, Chairman. I set it so they're unlootable. Alright, let's crank this up to 80 because that doesn't seem like too much of an increase. And if I'm still finding that they're really slow, then I'll increase it some more. But I don't want to jump it too high and then overwhelm myself to start with. But yeah, there. We have no loot set to on. I figured it would be too easy to spam getting items. Spawn limit is set to the max. Settlement attack, sleep interruption. Extra zombies will spawn daily from existing markers in the game. Zombies will not spawn in cities. Alright, let's crank that up a little bit as well. And I think we'll keep the spawn replacement chance as it currently is. Yeah, I figured that if I had looting on for the zombies, Chairman, that I'd just end up with so many items that I wouldn't have any challenge there. If only Fallout had historical LMGs, so taking out zombies would be hilarious, so you could just spray and pray. The big issue with that in this playthrough would be the ammo. Would be the only thing to note. I was contemplating leaving checking the Super Duper Mart out until it was nighttime, so it was extra spooky, but I don't quite know if I want to do that. So I may just go straight in there right now during daylight, so it's not as dark and spooky. Always have a go on the poor diners. Never get it. I don't think I've ever had the cake. I don't even know if it's actually obtainable. But I most certainly have never got one. In my quintillion playthroughs of this game. I do have quite a few hanging about. Afternoon, Tim De Los Santos. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, the music is very fitting, I feel. I do like this sword. Right, we're already getting a load come through now. Seeing how things are with settings. Where's that perception bonus? What can that go up to? 8. Right, let's set it at 4, so it's smack bang in the middle. And you know what? We'll crank the speed up a little bit. I want to see how this goes. Because if they start being faster, it's going to get me on my toes a little bit more. Need to keep an eye on my action points because melee attacks do drain it quite a bit. I'm going to take these guys out so I don't get flanked. Hoo-hoo! Yeah, I do actually really like the music for this. I think in the last episode, or maybe the last 2 episodes, I've actually had the music cranked quite down. And just rewatching some of the footage to try and remember where I was and what I was doing. Couldn't really hear it, so it kind of made it redundant, so I thought I'd turn it up a little bit. It does, however, change tracks very suddenly. Oh fuck, we've been hit. Are we bleeding? My health bar doesn't seem to be going down, so I don't think we're bleeding. Maybe. I think it might actually be going down, so let's apply a bandage. There's a bit of a rookie mistake there, but we did actually run out of action points, and thus I got hit. Is the frames per second staggering from the stream or Fallout? Let me keep an eye. I don't actually have any dropped frames, so it's probably Fallout. Is it just the video that's stuttering, or is it the audio as well? Out of curiosity. Right, well, we've actually nearly leveled up by grinding on these, and yeah, I'm noticing that speed increase already. It's only slight, but it's definitely noticeable. shit, we're out of AP. Let's let that build up again. I am actually playing this at 60 frames. I think I've mentioned this before, but I have to stream at 30 due to technical limitations, which is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, time to change the plan and go around the long way. Seems like just a video. It's probably going to be Fallout itself then. I haven't played it as long as what I have and as modded as what I usually do. Kind of just got used to the little stutters. I know it can be annoying. Do you have any mines or frags? I want to say no. And at least I'm correct. I've got a Molotov and a pulse mine currently. Also, bear with me 2 seconds. Part of my tasty beverage. Keep me going. So I think there are actually zombies inside there. I think we took care of the raiders there, that's fine. Man, it is somewhat of a challenge to actually get to the entrance here. Alright, you're going to be trouble. Man, I think you can get like 2 or 3 hits in with this before the action points just die. I think I just annoyed them more than anything with that. I think maybe one died. Right, they are noticing me a lot quicker. That'll be that perception bonus that I altered in the options. That's probably going to be one of the biggest changes, I think. Turret over there. Turret. Could potentially use it. Christ almighty, probably not going to be going that way then. Man, I need to get my hands on, you know, a semi-automatic or something. A decent amount of ammo. Just mow these guys down. Now, if these guys are a lot more perceptive, then I most definitely don't want to be shooting as much as possible. Because they will be hearing that noise, and it will bring them towards me. I get going back around this way. See if this works out well. Man, it's just like this central hoard. I mean, if we can keep picking them off like this, it's going to be... Oh, there's a level up. It's going to be time consuming. But we do need to clear all these guys out so I can get into the entrance of the super duper map. Now, that was a level up. So let's go ahead and level up. Keep getting gunned down at easy sitting down. I've got like a lot of armor, heavy weapons and explosives, but I keep getting surrounded in that barn. Any tips? Easy sit downs in the barn. What are you getting surrounded by? Are you rocking a zombie mod as well? Or do you just mean by like raiders? Jesus. As for leveling up, I can't remember if I'd planned any specific perk, which kind of sucks because I know I probably will have done. gun or medic? Gun or medic? I'm gonna hold back on using my perk level up at the moment because I'm not sure if I actually needed it for anything specific, and I don't want to waste it with how long it takes to level up in this. Now, thinking about how you can improve this, and obviously it just isn't in the Fallout 4 engine, this really needs weapon degradation. Man, if the weapons degraded in the same way that it did in the older games, hoo-hoo, that would be good. Mainly gunners, but the robots end up crashing in and exploding. Now, you do know that I believe there's a terminal in there where you can control the robots. If you can get into that, I think you can actually set them to self-destruct straight away. I think there's also an option to straight up shut them down. Failing that, if you're having troubles with the robots ending in blowing up, running in, might be an idea to get yourself some pulse grenades or mines and plop them about as and when's needed, either beforehand or during. Let's make sure we're not getting flanked here. Okay, so we have a I was going to blow the car up, but that's probably going to backfire on me. Nope, they're just straight up walking around it. Lovely. Yes. Funnel the zombies. Oh no, a shopping cart, my one weakness. That shopping cart has completely thrown him. Man, there's absolutely loads of them. Right, well, tactic here is lure them. If we can lure them away from this sort of area, we might be able to sneak into the entrance. Like I said, hot damn, there's actually quite a lot of them. Anything useful in here? That's a big fat no. If you guys want to follow me up onto the top level of the car park, we're having a little party up there. You guys are invited. Just that endless stream of them coming around the corner there. Yep, there's tons. Right, onto the roof and then we'll jump off, I think. I am watching the OBS screen here, and it's stuttering a little bit more than what I think it should be doing, so there may actually be an issue with some of the settings, so I'll have to have a look at that later on. Okay, they're still coming. They are still coming. Very nice. And that has cleared that bit quite considerably, so man, if we could only shut the door to the car park, that would be brilliant. Trap them all in here. But unfortunately that's not an option, so we'll pick off a few as more of them pile in, and I'll probably just jump off over there. think he's just glitched into the wall. Let's be careful. There we go. That's what we're talking about. How are we doing? Fairly clear. Let's have a look over this way. Right, so it would seem the majority of them are now inside. I like you can still get a legendary one in there now and then. Not that we can get the items from them, but, you know. Right, I think that might do. I think that might be enough. Let's try and see if we can get him to come down this way a little bit. Okie doke. Right, I'm going to quick save here in case the game explodes, as it so frequently does. And perhaps not an idea to auto-save when there's like 400 enemies on screen. I think it's going to cause the game to hang. Which it is currently doing. Please don't crash game, please. Jesus. Wow. Yep, Fallout 4 is currently hanging. Remind me not to quick save with a billion zombies on screen. Suppose I'll take a sip of my tea while I'm waiting for this. Oh no, we got it back. Lovely, I thought it was just about to crash there. Right, well, let's not do that again. How are we doing up here? Right, I'm off. Surely this won't backfire. Right, doorway's clear. That side's clear. Let's get in. Jeez, what an effort that was. Just to get in. And before I get murdered horribly. Shopping cart seems to be having a party. Now, pre-existing ghouls that are already dead are lootable. Oh shit, we actually have quite a few in here that aren't normally in here. So I'll explain that afterwards if I haven't done already. Here, have a shopping cart. Try not to get too confused with it. The gun may need to come out in here. Just trying to make sure I don't get flanked. Can we get the Mr. Roboto out? This is very dangerous. Right. The most thrilling part of the game. Now, I think I explain this every time I end up doing the computer thing, is I know how to do this. I just mentally switch off every time.
There we go.
Nice. Every single time that we have that mini game, because it's so boring.
Powering up.
Alright, Protecton's active. What have we got in here? Let's have a quick look. Stimpack, jackpot, bottle cap, Molotov, some ammo, money, and some other stuff. We'll grab it all. Okay, to say there's a few more in here than what there usually is probably a little bit of an understatement. Right, well, if he takes one side, I'll take the other. Those action points. Jesus. Got anything that can refresh it, maybe? No, but I should probably eat.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Now, I hope no zombies can actually come in to this location. That would suck.
Attention, set of intruder. Identify yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad I didn't come in here at night time. Probably he's making enough noise with guns anyway, so clear it out a little bit and make sure he doesn't get flanked. I've got you back, Roboto friend. Now I can guarantee there's already a lot less supplies than what there normally is. I've cleared out quite a few.
Initiating search for hostile target.
This sword is legit. And I just don't want to die. Block the doors with shopping carts just in case. Good idea.
Engaging hostile target.
While Mr. Roboto is doing that, we'll barricade this a little bit in case they do. I have had enemies come through zones like that before.
Order has prevailed.
Alright, well no one's getting in I don't think, and if they do they're going to just explode on the shopping carts. Robot's still alive, that's good. He seems to be doing a fairly decent job.
Protect and serve.
I want to try and clear this place out fully before we even attempt to loot. Singular zombies aren't really an issue anymore.
Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
Gotta shoot him in the head.
Cleared the area until order has been restored.
Alright, let's get some distance. and quick save. I think I'm going to start looking down at the floor when I quick save, just so that it's the least amount of interference with the game engine. I also don't want to get hit by any of these lasers. Now, magazine.
Yes.
Permanent game, better prices when buying with a vendor. I'll take it. I'll take any stat increase.
Hostile targets detected. Requesting backup.
I've got a dead Minuteman there. Now, he may turn into a zombie. I do not know. But I do want the gun and any supplies that are in here, so let's get in.
That's it.
Lovely stuff. More coming through the windows, lovely.
Warning. Hostiles in area. Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities.
Stim pack, that's good. Apologies if I end up going quiet, it'll be maximum concentration. I want that ammo. Let's get these guys out. More ammo, good. What have we got here? Antibiotics. Oh, free antibiotics, beautiful. Jackpot. They will come in handy. Oh, I don't know what I've just picked up. I should be dropping that though. Yeah, as I was going to say when we came in, pre-existing ghouls that are already dead are still lootable. We just won't actually be looting them. Right, so we've cleared out, I would assume and hope, the trickier of the bits, but we still have a little bit to do. Shut the doors that we're not using. Now I don't want to go in there because I can guarantee you're going to come in there.
Intruder commencing attack on hostile target.
Where the hell did he come from? Oh god, they've come in. They have actually come in, I think. Okay, so the trolleys didn't actually do anything. Shopping carts. I think these might be the ones that we lured away. Maybe.
Law and order.
I need to be careful now because we could very well get overrun. AP's getting low. Roboto friend. Hoo-hoo. Jesus, a lot of lasers going on here.
Initiating search for hostile target.
Right, we're clear-ish. No, there's one more. Jesus. Alright, well if they are still getting in, let's block these doorways a little bit. How the hell did you know? No, they went in. Also, it seems they're coming from more than one entrance. It does appear that way. And I have had enemies follow me into locations before. I just assume that they're probably still essentially set to following me, with having their perception higher. But it has quietened down a little bit. Now, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by zombies. I don't want to go in there because he's going to shoot and set it on fire. So I'm probably going to nip it in the bud and do that first, because I think there's a few that are alive. Okay, that apparently doesn't set it off. That, however, did. Mr. Roboto guard in the entrance, that's fine. Let's keep my eye on this door here. Jesus. Come on. Right, so at this stage of going through that, this is all well and good, I think. But I do also think that the speed can be increased a little bit more. So roughly about halfway in the bar, and maybe even going a little bit more than that. Oh, we've chopped off his arm. Lovely. Now, I will keep making changes to the settings for these guys as we go along, I think, to continuously try and keep the challenge there. So we'll make them slightly faster. Whoa. Okay, that was a little bit too fast there. Oh-ho! Okay, maybe I've made it a little bit too fast. Bail! Bail! I'm stuck. Jesus! Okay, so I think I maybe have increased it a little bit too much. Okay, so let's get a little bit of distance from them and apply a bandage while we are running.
Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly.
I'm going to need a stim pack, I think, because I don't really want them running. That's fine, that's not going to help. Yeah, they are a little bit too fast now, I think. So, speed. We'll drop it down to 130, I think.
Deadly force is in progress. Citizens
We'll just
are
have to be careful.
advised to clear the area.
So this is going to make meleeing a little bit harder, a little bit more of a challenge, but we were just essentially beasting our way through them, so yeah, I'm up for a little bit of a challenge, but he's got some purified water. He's also got a Minuteman bag. What have we got in here? Hello, jackpot. Again, as per usual, we'll take everything. Because why wouldn't we? Do we have anything currently that's better than what we've got? The answer to that, for the most part, is pretty much a no. What was that Minuteman bag? has that replaced anything? I don't think it has. I mean, I'll take a little bit extra carry weight for free. Ow. Probably time to do some gun damage, I think. With them being faster now. Afternoon, Johnny. Cool sign. Really been enjoying this playthrough. On my next survival playthrough, I'm definitely going to give this zombie mod a go. Well, I would highly recommend it, and I think the best thing with it is the fact that you can customize the options. So you want zombies that will look like traditional ones, or do you want runners? Whatever the case may be, you can tailor it to how you want to play. Oh, is Mr. Roboto still alive? I currently can't see Mr. Roboto, and I tell you what, right, I just looked up there and I clocked this skeleton head, otherwise known as a skull, and yeah, it spooked me, genuinely spooked me, so let's never talk about that again. Lovely. Let's wait for them to come to me. Got oil on the floor, could probably use that to my advantage. Oh yeah, this is going to be a crappy weapon. You're properly fed. You were infected. That's probably because we took a couple of hits. So I believe I now have to use antibiotics. Now, that should have cured me, I think. I'm not seeing it on there. And that is why I'm going to need antibiotics on me, because I think as soon as you get that infection message, you need to hit them up straight away. If not, you are in serious trouble. Planned out my raid on a couple of raider gunner strongholds. Are there any zombie ghoul spawning areas I should be aware of? Not to my knowledge. I'm probably not the number one go-to resource for that. Oh. Still learning a lot of the stuff myself. That was terrible. Now, are you going to run at me or anything? Because that seems like a reasonable speed to me. Fast enough that when there's a lot of them I can get overrun, but not fast enough that they're runners. Because we're playing with zombies, not runners. Straight up, just open the door. Okay, so this is essentially a laser shotgun. What time are we sitting at here? 6 PM. It's gonna start getting dark soon. We should really speed things up. You're getting fried, my friend. Shut that door on that zombie. He's probably not too impressed. I think I just shot him in the throat. Now, thinking about it, I don't really need to crank this more than once. I would assume that's probably... let's hotkey this bad boy. I just want to make sure that my robot friend and companion is okay. He's fine, he can patrol out here and make sure this bit's safe. Let's get down into the lower area, try and clear that out because there were definitely some in there. And then I might nip back to my little makeshift hidey hole and sleep because it's going to start getting dark fairly soon. And this is why we came here, because I would have assumed, and they do, it does have some supplies. Some food. Alright, so before we go through, let's quick save because I think vanilla game there's like 2 ghouls in here. I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 more. Never been Lexington for my whole playthrough so far. Only place I've been to the police station with Dance and the crew. Last time I went there, I found myself throwing landmines everywhere. I think, you know, even back to the base game, that Lexington's probably one of the more challenging areas for early game. Oh, well, that's good. Zombie right in front of me. Thanks, game. Am I bleeding? Sure as heck. I hope I'm not infected, because that would suck. Alright, is this area clear? This seems clear. That really sucked that he was right behind the door. Now it doesn't say that I'm infected, but I don't know if it would always go on there, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for a little message if one pops up. Okay, so we've got some standard loot. Standard skin texture bug there. Some explosives, that's good. Now this is what we were after. The Vault Tech containers, which are technically just standard high-end containers, should have some better stuff in here. Accidentally locked it. So at bare minimum, I want to loot all of these containers for now. We'll get out, get back to our little station. We can always loot the inside again. We do have a robot friend in there for now. But I think once we open the door here, this stuff's exposed. And this will be fantastic for the settlements. And this is the reward for all that zombie chopping action. Have we got them all? It's a shame that the lock button is the same as the jump button. That seems good. It also seems, even though we're internal, like it's going to be dark outside, so going to have to be cautious for that. So let's quick save. Let's also get the chat back up because that's gone off for me. Just saw a super mutant suicide just spike it into a group of like 30 zombies. I salute the man. Now, I was thinking, strangely enough, about super mutant suiciders the other day, which isn't really something a normal person would say, but I do have a reason for it. Now, the whole dig with super mutants is that they're obviously trying to reproduce as much as possible to try and keep the super mutants going, essentially, because they can't reproduce like what we can. So I kind of have some trouble with there being super mutant suiciders to begin with, because surely they would try and preserve themselves as much as possible, maybe, but maybe I'm just thinking a little bit too far into the lore and stuff like that. Right, so it is getting darker, so we should probably head on back. That's still advanced, so we are going to have to leave this open, which kind of sucks. Still semi-worried that I might actually be infected, so I'm keeping an eye out for that message. Right, over this way. Jesus. Right, well that was a little bit tense for me. I'll tell you what I should also probably do is, with regards to changing the mod settings, is maybe not do it when I'm smack bang right in the middle of a shit ton of zombies, because that probably backfired on me a little bit too much there. So yeah, it's all a big massive learning curve. We'll get there eventually. Right, well, is there going to be any random radroaches to attack me? Because there's definitely been... Woohoo! We nearly made a fatal mistake there. Mustn't forget about my own traps. Right, transfer, quick save, let's check. Starts with tired, which is pretty good. We're going to sleep in a minute anyway. Fatigue, parasites, require frequent sleep, right, food. What do we got? Let's fill the canteen. We did get quite a bit of food from there. I want to say we took a perk which allows us to get no radiation from food. So eating the pre-war stuff should be fine regardless. I think we needed to eat that much, but we'll reward ourselves. Hopefully we can sleep through the night. And we'll have a quick look at loot and inventory, see if we've got anything to sell. Because that wasn't too bad a run there. Could have been a lot worse. A couple of janky bits. Good. We didn't get disturbed at all. So we literally just have junk stored at the minute. So realistically, any guns that we have on us at the moment, I'm probably going to sell the ones that we aren't using. So let's head on over to the diner. See if we can't strike up a nice deal. We don't really have much ammo for this. We actually burnt through quite a bit. I reckon super mutant suicides are just there because some super mutants just like really hate their dumb group members, so they'll tell them it's just a footy that they spike. I mean, I can straight up believe that as well. That potentially works. Obviously, you will have slightly small ones. I suppose, you know, based down to, you know, actual suiciders, they could just literally have been radicalized to say it's for the greater good of the super mutants. So yeah, I'll give you that. That's fine. Hello, Trudy. Would you like to trade?
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need anything?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All salvage.
Look at that mustache. Completely forgot about that. Right, a slight little bit of boring technical stuff here, but we do need to actually do some inventory management. Now, I can never seem to win with my streams and videos with regards to inventory management stuff, because 50% of people don't mind it and actually prefer seeing everything that is bought and sold, and 50% want that stuff cut out. So I am going to keep it in. I think it makes it easier to figure out what the heck's going on in the future. So I would recommend for anyone who isn't into any sort of inventory management stuff like this, whenever you see me pop into a menu like this where I'm buying and selling, probably just skip forward about a minute or two. Regular special one. Thanks for tuning in. Got work in 20 minutes, but wanted to stop by the stream to tell you your immersive gameplay let's play is dope. Inspired me to get Fallout 4 again and loving it. Now, my immersive gameplay let's play was, you know, one of the old school series, so to speak. It's getting a lot of views recently, which obviously I'm not going to complain at, not in the slightest, but I just find it crazy, the amount of people that have actually checked that out. And I mean, I actually got quite a fair bit of stuff to sell. Okay, so we're making a decent amount of caps from this stuff. Not bad at all. How much do we get for that? I'm going to hang on to the food. I think it's going to be more valuable to me as actual food. Sell that pre-war money though, that's good. PMG man about Discord. Coolio, I will check that out once I'm finished up here. And also regular special thanks for checking out the channel. I very much appreciate that you did enjoy that series. And we're going to be keeping all ammunition as well because it's like gold. I would check that PM right now, but if I look tab out of Fallout, the game is going to explode. Right, 694 caps that we are currently on. Oh, she has chocolate. Action point regeneration increases with your current radiation level. That's pretty random. That's pretty damn random. Also, is expensive as heck, but we are going to need some of this stuff at some point. I'm going to have it of buying those ammunition. Is expensive as shit. We should probably start being a lot more careful with ammunition until we can start, you know, crafting it en masse. I think one last thing, probably maybe some water if she's got anything. She doesn't actually have any water, so I'll probably just have to settle for some juices. We'll save it at that for now. Thanks, Trudy. Right, well, next day, I suppose what we should probably do, and this is going to be somewhat boring, but we did all that work to get in, and we did loot the good stuff, but we did leave a lot of stuff. So if I can get back into the Super Duper Mart quickly, what I'll do is I'll whiz around, I'll pick up anything that we missed from the main area. I'm trying to arm my settlers, and I'm mass producing the Western Duster because of its armoring, but I've had no idea what weapons to produce to give to my settlers. What are you expecting your main enemy to be is probably what I would ask in that regards. And also, do you have anything that limits the amount of ammunition that your settlers can hold, or do they essentially have infinite ammo, because if they've got infinite, it's not really too much an issue. I would probably mix things up with regards to weapon. They can all have the same armor, that's fair dues, but you probably want to get, I would say, at least a couple of people with more long range weapons. Maybe one or two with a heavy weapon, maybe a machine gun or a flamer or something. Oh snap, that door's shut. So we're not going to be able to get in that way. So we are going to have to go back into the front entrance. Didn't realise that those doors shut themselves. But that's fine, so long as the area is clear, we should be able to get straight back in. And we should be able to tick the Super Duper Mart off the looting list. Probably make sure to grab these. Is it just you, my friend? Because one guy shouldn't be an issue. No, you've got a buddy, and he has noticed me, and there's a couple more. Alright, so let's try and get rid of this guy. And then before any more come, let's get in there. Hopefully there's not a zombie right in front of the doorway again. This guy is stuck in the trolley. Mainly zombies are raiders, and their ammo is connected to workshops and containers. I would probably go for weapons then that have cheap ammunition or easy to craft ammunition. See, they are following me. Straight up, he just followed me through the door. So what we'll do is we'll put a couple of trolleys in these doorways, so that if any more do come through the main door, we should be able to hear the trolleys being rattled, you know, while we're looting. I mean, there is always a chance that we could find something really good. You know, 90% of the stuff is gone, but you never know. Like a nice right away. I'll take a right away. I'll certainly think that'll do for me. We're not going mental with this, but we do need to obviously grab as much stuff as possible, all in the benefit of getting settlements built up somewhat. Ooh, we did miss this first aid kit here.
Sweet.
And it's empty. Free experience though. I mean, looting is made so much easier with there being so much less stuff, so you know, it's a bit of a win-lose situation. I want to say we did that area. Like, we did a fair bit of it, and well, obviously we're not going mental like I said, but there were definitely a couple of bits that we didn't check. Like I want to say there's some containers here. Potential explosives maybe?
Got it.
Nope. But again, we'll take whatever we can get. Are any of these containers lootable? Not all of the boxes are lootable. But these ones are. We missed some good stuff. Could quite have easily have completely missed that. So infinitely glad that we came back. So grab all this stuff. And I would say that's a hefty haul. May pop back at some point soon then to Sanctuary, because I can't actually remember what we have and haven't got built up. And this is a really good amount of materials. So let's get these ones looted. I don't think there's any more of these containers. Trying to hit the one that's behind it, and there we go. Gotta be very finicky with these. What about if I jump on here? Is that gonna work? Okay, maybe one container that I just can't reach, but that's fine. We've got enough, I think. Chosen to give my auto guard semi-auto battle rifle using 308, so high damage and slow ammo use. Might go with stripped down lever actions for my inner settlers. That's pretty cool. Sounds like a solid plan. Make sure to check all the boxes that we haven't done, just in case any of them are lootable. Any last bits and bobs in here, and I think that's probably done now. I'm going to go back down and out the way that we went out before, because if those zombies are, you know, pulling around the main entrance again, I'm going to walk straight into a trap, and don't really want to do that, so I think back down and out we go. Once we grab these last couple of bits, and I think we'll probably grab whatever we can carry at the minute, because I don't think we have a supply line set up at the moment. Hightail it back to Sanctuary, see what's going on there, because like I said, I can't remember. Now, surely, and I'm gonna crank things up to be prepared anyway. Surely there shouldn't be any zombies in here now. Now they may have respawned, or they may have gone in, and then obviously those doors have shut. So I'm just being careful. Just being careful. The music makes it feel like when it starts to sound more intense, the closer a zombie is. Yeah, it would be really good, I think, if because they're two separate mods, the zombie one and the music one. I don't know if they could tie in some way, but you know, I think that's asking a little bit too much at the moment. But yeah, if the music got a little bit more pumped up, as it were, when the zombies were there, that would be great. No, we are still clear, which is good. Did we just miss a Molotov last time? We missed a Molotov. May have been a slight oversight. Open a door. Any time game. Any time will be good. Right, well that's the super duper mark completely done now, I think. Let's nip back, get our resources. Return to Sanctuary, I think. See if there isn't anything that we need to build. Like I said, we held off on spending that level up perk, which I will definitely get done before we finish today's episode, because I wasn't sure if I was saving it for something else. Now, speaking of levels, We are actually fast approaching 20, so we've done about 4 levels worth of experience today, which is good. That is some seriously good progress. Right, so store you for now. Right, so we've got a total of 472, but we're currently carrying 218. We've picked up a ghoul heart apparently, so that's one of those items from the pre-existing that we don't actually want, so we'll just get rid of that. And then what I'm probably going to do is sort by weight. Where are you? Then go down to the bottom to the lowest weighting ones, which for some of them is 0 apparently. And then pick up as much as we can until that carry limit gets closer to being full. Because until we have a trade route established, I don't want to spread myself out too far and thin. Now, concrete's going to weigh me down a bit. Are we going to be able to carry everything? No, but pretty much everything. So yeah, until we're a little bit more established, it is just going to be my little house up there. But I am planning on building this place up a little bit more than what it currently is. But as I said, I don't want to spread myself out too far too thin. And there we go with a nice game hang. So do bear with the game for a couple of minutes while it does this. Jesus. There we go. Need to remember to look at the floor. Quick saving. Game, please. I see some zombies on the path, so let's cut up this way. Where there is actually another. Right, so they've noticed me from here, so the perception thing is going to be an issue. Kill what we need to on the way back to clear our path through. I desperately need to see a doctor at some point, I think. Now we'll check out the video options after today's stream, because I think 50% of the stuttering is the game, and I think 50% might be video streaming settings. Oh, this place has gathered some. Now, with the perception being higher and with more of them following, they will actively start coming to the settlements now, a little bit more than what they were previously, I think. Christ. Oh, let's try and go around the outside a little bit. Oh, did we set turrets down at Red Rocket? I want to say I either did that or was planning on doing it. I want to say I did it. Just probably start sneaking a little bit more. Well, there, that confirms that. Yes, we did stick some turrets down. And they are going absolutely bananas. What's exploding? Oh, the truck's gonna go, so let's not go near that. Right, there seems to be some stuff going over at Sanctuary as well. We'll just leave that to shoot. Wow, we get back to Sanctuary, I think. Don't want to get shot by moon turrets here. That would suck. We have nearly leveled up, so I may end up building a couple of things to level up. God damn, this corpse never goes. And then we'll have is that Preston? Yep, Preston just chilling around in the water. That's fine. Dog meat's fine. Alright. Quick save. Okay, so apparently even if we just look straight down at the floor, we're still prone to the quick save hanging. I think it might just be a case of there being so much stuff in the immediate area, so probably gonna calm down with the quick saves then if that's the case. I'm gonna go sleep in a sec now. Well, thanks for tuning in, Anonymous. I do hope you've enjoyed today's stream. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer anyway, so you're not going to miss too much more, but like I said, thanks for tuning in, and probably going to be about tomorrow potentially as well. You know, if the game ever continues. Game, please! There we go. Wow. Quick save times probably about as long as the load times. Right, so we still do have our internal little compound. Trash can caller is still alive, maybe? Yes, she is. And a Brahmin is blocking the door. Right, she's still alive, that's good. Oh shit, we have a lot of stuff. Good. So we need to continue to keep stockpiling stuff, I think, for when things get tough. Nice amount of ammo going on as well, that's also good. We've got absolutely tons of ammo, but not for the guns that we have. Now, the binocular battery. I think we established that maybe that was for night vision. Because we can't just straight up use it. Not too sure on what that is. Good. Right, now we do have a level up to use, and I think we will just keep it for the one level for now. I'll probably get that second level up in the next episode, so we'll probably do that then. But for now we do need to use one. So, like I said, I wasn't sure if there was after anything specific. I suppose, realistically, something like chem resistance is probably going to actually be beneficial compared to a standard playthrough, because if we get addicted to chems, it's going to give us a negative attribute. Gun at rank 2 though. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll plop a point in to chem resistant. and then if we need something else next time, we will have another level up probably in the next episode. So 50% likely to get addicted. Should help us out along the way, because we are going to have to start taking some drugs every now and then, and some of the stuff does actually count towards that anyway. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to bring the stream and episode to a close there. Like I said, I haven't played this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm looking to play a little bit more frequently. So yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and all the usual stuff that these streamers and stuff say at the end of streams. But yeah, but now I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode, and I'll see you all later.